Greetings. My name is Sekhmet Carter, and now I am bringing to you channel ancestral messages from my ancestors regarding what is taking place and what has been taking place within the human civilization throughout history. Without further ado, what are reptilians? Reptilians are genetically originated from the planet of Thuban, which is located in the Draco star system. They are known as Alpha Draconis. Draconis. A relatively inconspicuous star in the night sky of northern hemisphere. It is historically significant as having been North Pole star from the 4th to the 2nd millennium BC. These high-level species are dominant, arrogant, evil, ruthless, careless, deceitful, diabolical, cold-hearted, heartless, genius, shapeshifters, plus more. They are also known as the elites, who have been enslaving civilization in over 22 different star systems. Now they are here on planet Earth. Their agenda has been in effect for centuries and even eons. How you go about enslaving a complete civilization of people? Well, they will first enslave them, hence Black history, the Holocaust, etc. Every culture begins with them being physically enslaved. Then, based on the culture, religion was forced upon the civilization of the human of that culture. They created fear within them by torturing their loved ones and them as well. The men were humiliated sexually by other men in the eyes of their women and children. They were forced to have sexual intercourse with their own babies, infants, children, teenage girls and boys of their flesh and blood while the mothers watched. This goes for all races. All of the enslavement, all of the torture, rape, and all of the diabolical things that took place are the same that you all have. We have experienced the same. They were forbidden to practice spirituality, which was a universal cultural practice. They were beaten, and the women were sex objects since birth. The men, women, and children were stripped of their dignity, culture, heritage, self-respect, and self-love. They created fear within them to cause them to fear the oppressor, to feel that the oppressors were more powerful and inferior. The trauma caused by these historical events has reprogrammed the consciousness of the enslaved victims. The Draconian reptilian elites are created have created this evil system within this matrix, then programmed this civilization to worship their master, known as the biblical God many worship, who is known as Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, etc., who is technically an underworld Draconian entity. So the biblical God is technically the alpha Draconian underworld entity who has been trying to conquer many star systems and civilizations. They all worship. All of the worship gods in all cultures around the world is the same entity but disguised as different gods. I'm going to say that again. All of the worshiped gods in the cultures around the world are the same entity but in disguise as a different god. Come on, ancestors. I'm reading because I took these notes. Okay, 1 second, guys. The elite wanted to create a chaotic world. So we're saying that they denied civilization their rights to tap into their higher selves and callings through religion. They denied them these rights through religion. Religion teaches you everything about everything besides spirituality, tapping into your intuition. In fact, in the Bible, it even says, lean not on your own understanding. Why will God tell you to not lean on your own understanding when you have an intuition? Everybody has an individual intuition, but our intuition is in alignment with one another, and it works as a collective. We are intuitively guided. We are intuitively connected on a higher realm. Humanity are all connected. You all just failed to see that. So they deny civilization their right to tap into their higher selves and calling through religion, which is taught to everyone since birth. We were all born into religion due to it being a part of the elite's agenda. Your pineal gland, which is the third eye chakra that governs intuition, psychic insight, imagination, perception, awareness, and spiritual communication. The pineal gland is targeted since birth. Come on, ancestors, come through. Think about it. From the food that you eat to the contaminated air that you breathe, and what is exposed to you via the black mirrors known as television, mobile phones, laptops. Damn. Now, we are currently governed under the elite's patriarchal evil system. The patriarchal evil system. Everything centers the masculine and the patriarchs. Even the God that humanity worship. But in actuality, that pedophilic God that humanity worship. But in actuality, all things begin with the woman. Think about it. Hence, Mother Nature. Nature produces herbs, trees, water, fruits, vegetables, grains, wheat, flour. Women produce children. Women breed. We carry children we carry fetuses for 9 months. Then we birth them. Doesn't that sound like Mother Nature? Sounds like Mother Nature to me. This is the natural cycle of life. They wanted to create a system that will downgrade the autonomy of the woman. They never wanted the woman to know how powerful she is. But in actuality, ladies, women got this spiritually, intellectually. We run circles around the patriarchs. And it's not about the masculine versus the feminine. Together, we balance one another. Together, we are meant to balance one another. But make no mistakes. Intuitively, psychically, women, we run circles around the masculines. This is why the women are known as high priestess. See, the masculines are war strategists, but the divine feminines, not just divine feminines, but the women, they have insight on what to do, how to move within that war. They have psychic insight. Back in the day, the women will give the masculine psychic insight with what to do within that war. They confronted their women because they knew the power of the woman. The masculine possess the physical strength, but the feminine, we possess the spiritual strength. Damn, I just stuttered so fucking hard on that. All right. So, all of this leads me to say the following: the divine spirit of life, the true goddess whom you're supposed to serve, is indeed a feminine frequency. The divine spirit of life whom you are supposed to serve and worship is a feminine frequency. Now let's further discuss the agenda of the elites. First, they rewritten history by creating a new historical event such as enslavement of all nationalities and cultures, then created a race war, causing humanity to believe that the spiritual war is between races due to their skin color and due to their experience during their enslavement. But that wasn't a color thing. It wasn't about color then. They made it about color because they didn't want you to know that it was about blood type. This is why your own people turned against you. Your own skin tone turned against you. This is why people of my own skin tone don't like me. Why? Because we are not of the same bloodline. I am of royalty. And your blood traces back to peasants. Peasanty. My energies get high, so my speaker just started acting up. 1 second. Continuing on. The war was never about the skin tone or skin color of your skin. It has always been about your blood type. This is why many people don't even know their blood type. It's that deep that many people don't even know their blood type. They didn't make that irrelevant. How is it that you are of certain age, that you are your current age, and you don't know your own fucking blood type? And you out here trying to teach and preach about what? You out here trying to flaunt. You don't know your blood type. You don't know you haven't mastered self. Thus, you are in no position to stand on such firm grounds. Have a seat, mate. Continuing on. This has always been about the mixing and mingling of the bloodlines, which cause corruption within the bloodlines. They then created a system that every civilian must participate. Hence, this begins from the early stages of a child. Hence, this begins from the early stages a child is able to enter daycare. First, they reprogram the minds of the human civilization by first demanding a law against every parent, which is to enroll the children into the educational system. So on one hand, we have them reprogramming the children in the educational system. Then at home, the parents are still mentally enslaved, are reprogramming their children to also be slaves with religious teachings. They didn't have to lift a hand on you anymore. They didn't have to whip you anymore. They don't have to take your children away from you anymore. Your children are mentally gone. They're mentally dead because you've killed them. They're mentally dead because you are mentally deceased. They created an agenda that will cause humanity to destroy themselves and fight each other, taking focus off of them, the elites. The Draconians, the Alpha Draconians. So long as we are fighting one another, we will not be able to defeat the elites. This isn't about war. We have to come together as a collective, as a human civilization, and fight for the rights of humanity. Now, the agenda doesn't end with the 17-year of educational system. No. From there, the children are ordered to either serve the military, enroll into college, or work a 9-to-5 job. Do y'all really know why you work a 9-to-5 job? All of that is to take focus off of you fulfilling your mission here on this planet. So long as you do not fulfill your mission, you will be incarnated back into this lifetime as a slave, repeating that same life cycle, serving those masters, helping other bosses create generational wealth of other bloodlines. You creating a generational wealth of the bloodline that are your oppressors. Damn, ancestors, come through. You are helping your oppressors to build generational wealth. In order to escape this matrix, in order to no longer incarnate on this planet, you have to fulfill your assignment. You are here for a purpose. Each of you who are under my voice, under the sound of my voice, you have the purpose to fulfill. You have an assignment to fulfill. Awaken. Or your life will be back on repeat. This is why the system is ongoing. Y'all see the loop? You die, you work, okay. You are born, few months at home, daycare, kindergarten, preschool, you know those stages in school. I don't fucking know that shit. High school, after high school, that military, or you enroll into college, or you work a 9-to-5. Now, even after you finish military, you are still going to work a 9-to-5. Even after the military, you still gonna end up working 9-to-5. Not many people end up being entrepreneurs after the military, because the military don't offer you much after serving, putting your life on the motherfucking line. They don't provide you with too much to sustain yourself within this life financially. They don't support you on that level, and that's fucked up. People going to war on behalf of the innocent, on behalf of serving humanity, and they get no type of benefit or very little benefit. What type of shit is that? Fucked up. But back to what I was saying, guys. Come on, ancestors. Ancestors coming through strong, okay? They're coming through strong. They ain't playing with y'all. Now, after all of this, they then created a silent war of the feminines and masculine, which explained the broken homes. They never wanted us to balance, to have that home balance and stability, because then we will create children. We will procreate children. I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. Let me see what I was saying. They create a silent war within the masculine and the feminines at home. They didn't want them togetherness or a balance, because then they will create children who will also be balanced and aligned. If so long as they are apart, they can... Okay, they don't want me to say that. They don't want me to say what I was about to say. All right. So now let's continue. They created silent war within the feminines and the masculines, which explained the broken homes. To top it off, in order to keep the feminine in a state of lack and dependence, they offered her governmental assistance, governmental services such as welfare, food stamps, Section 8, rent subsidy, etc. They divided the family structures. White, black, green, purple, whatever color you are. They divided the family structures. It ain't about color. In 99.9% of the educational system and religion organization, both boys and girls are turned out. They spent their lives living in the closet due to their and other religious false beliefs. It is the modern day way of shaming and stripping one of their self dignity and integrity. They live a life in denial of their sexual orientations. But it's not our fault. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's right. This has been the modern day slavery, mental enslavement. It gets so much more deeper. But I'm going to end it here because my ancestors are guiding me to. Gratitude to my ancestors for allowing me to be a living testament. I give gratitude to the cosmic elders for allowing me to be the representative voice of my galactic bloodline and the human civilization. I thank you all for allowing me to be a chosen during these times. I am beyond grateful. Archangels, my fairies, Mother Nature, and the divine spirit of life. Thank you.